My homosexuals, do I have the day to dive in with you all? I started today sleeping in until 5 p.m. because I had finished my third 12-hour night shift at the hospital in a row. And, especially when you get scheduled a third day in a row without knowing it and then figuring it out the day before, it doesn't hit too well, especially with how hard I lifted yesterday. If you saw the clean and jerk stuff, everything went well except for front squats. And I did find out today my feet were too wide. That was why my core couldn't stabilize as well. I also was just extremely physically exhausted. So it happened, regardless of that. Had that going on, woke up at 5, did not get in the gym until 8:30. And when I got in my car to head over, of course, I decided to grab the one cup without a lid, and I spilled my pre-workout all over myself in my car, everywhere, on my phone, and almost cried and just was like, fuck it. Let's change. New pre-workout. Run it. Let's just fucking go. Because sitting there and stressing about that little shit is just going to sour the mood, and I might as well try to go have a fun workout because I got plenty of rest. I felt good. And the hours are hard at the hospital, but it's about maintaining that around 8 hours of sleep just to make sure that your body can physically keep up with the rest of your typical daily cycle on whatever you're trying to do, especially when it becomes physical. But with all this shit happening, I was just kind of like, whatever, let's get in here. We got power snatches and pause back squat. Let me just try to not go crazy. I just want to kind of, I went in there with the mentality of let's just relax, I'm just going to kind of have some fun, not really stress about it. Just, we're going to put in some good effort, but I'm not going to worry too much about going crazy or anything. And lo and behold, on the one fucking day where I feel the most exhausted and I just want to put in some minimal effort, I meet this random fucking guy, and he's just like, oh yeah, I do Olympic lifting. I've competed. I kind of do the side USA Olympic stuff, and my clean and jerk's 415, and I snatch 335, and I'm 21 years old, my age, and I'm like, bruh, where the fuck have you been? I'm like, dude, I have needed someone like this in my fucking life, and you show up on the one day I have zero energy, so of course, I'm gonna shoot the shit and get to know this guy, but on top of that, I'm gonna go hard as fuck now. It's not even to show off. I just want the guy to be impressed. You know what I'm saying? I've been training for a little over 3 years now, consistently on Olympic lifting. And goddamn it, I want this guy to see my efforts. I've never been coached. And this guy's saying that he trains Olympic the Olympic teams, at least the side teams. And he knows, if any of you've seen the girl that got gold for USA this year, in the Olympics this month, he knows her, and I'm like, oh my God, you are the people that I never thought I'd actually have a connection with because I don't compete like that, because that's not my shtick right now, not that competing is bad by any means. I have always highly appreciated treating my program in its longevity as its own kind of PR, and what I mean by that is I don't like looking at just the final weights that I hit at the end of the training block, You don't know where your body's going to be at. That one specific day, you might be working, you might have some random shit going on. You just can never know. Your life's never going to... It's very rare that you're going to have that one day where you are at 100% absolute physical peak prime, and especially mentally as well. And I like to see my program as this sort of... I like putting in maximum effort the whole way through, and the idea of hitting every single rep, set, percentage, every block, and then the PR attempts at the end, that whole process is what I see as a PR. If I can do all of that successfully, it doesn't matter if the weight goes up. If I fail all of my maxes this training block, which I very may well do because my knee has just recovered and I don't want to push it that hard. I might not even go for it if I don't feel good. But the next training block is going to get faster, more confident. My core will get more primed. I will be used to the conditioning by then. And when I get to that training block, when I get to the end of the next training block, I will be more primed than I ever have been, regardless of where the weights are, Because that's just what I like to do. I like to put in 100% throughout the entire program, not just, building up super hard and then going super light and then hitting one super heavy PR and then redoing the whole thing again. I like being consistently at maximum personal effort even though I'm not ever PR ready. I don't know if a lot of people will relate with that. But regardless of that, I'm just shooting the shit with this guy, and he's like, yeah, dude, like, for no coaching, like, it's fucking impressive. Like, he was shooting me some pointers, and he was like, oh, yeah, I don't want to step on your toes or anything. Like, I like, you know, trying to throw some perspective out. And I'm like, dude, I'm the one who's always telling people I love giving perspective, damn it. It's so fun, even though I've been through so much shit with this, and I feel like I've gotten so good compared to where I started. There's always going to be people who are technically better than you, or at least in the sense of you are impressed by them more so than you are by what you've done at this current time. You know, like, I look at this guy and I'm like, this guy's put in the time, and he just has more experience and perspective than me at this point in time, you know, and that's exactly what's going to make me grow. That mutual rivalry to want to improve on each other, you know, grow through one another. Because I see him do good, and I'm like, damn, I want to look like that. And he sees me do good, and he's like, I want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I just noticed that. And I'm like, bro, I noticed that too. And I'm going to try to fix it. And he was like, oh, well, this is something I think about. And I'm like, God damn it. And it felt good. And I'm learning. And, like, by every single rep, I'm learning. It's awesome. I love it. This is why I like lifting around other people who do Olympic lifting, because it is you'll grow the fastest, like, every fucking time. It's not a matter of just being around those people and having that rivalry, that like little rivalry, or having similar interests. It's looking at that person in real time and saying, how can I do that from where I am right now? You know, that's how I got into the sport. I saw people online doing this shit. Like, I grew up watching Clarence Kennedy, and I was like, how the fuck does this man do that? And why do mine not look like that? You know? And you just do 1,000 reps over and over and over, and eventually you hit that one, and you never forget that one. You know? It's awesome. So either way, I'm excited, and I'm shooting the shit with this guy. We're getting along, and he's like, oh, you know, I got one of my coaches has this this like garage style gym where me and all my Olympic buddies just kind of show up, and we just all work out. And, like, it's not like a membership or anything. We just like trying to scout people out and see who wants to join, and just have fun with one another and hype each other up. And I'm like, a non-profit, purely based off passion club that works out in their fucking garage but with the homies? That's my dream, damn it. That's what I talk about all the fucking time. I would love to have my own little fucking shed where I'm like, come just lift with me. I love it, dude. And I am ecstatic. I'm over the fucking moon. And this is what I mean when I'm telling you guys all the time, where you have to be ready for the opportunity when it presents itself. You can't just sit around and just hope that something happens eventually. You have to continue putting your best effort, your best front foot forward, priming yourself so that when this happens, you are as confident as you can be in yourself. Look at me with my knee injury. I just recovered this fucking knee. And I now am meeting this guy for the first time in my life, and he's like, yeah, come up work out with all my Olympic buddies. I would not have wanted to go if my knee was fucked up. I would have been not embarrassed, but I want to impress them. I want to show them what I'm actually made of. I don't want to go there and just be the one injured guy in the corner doing my little fucking stretches and being pissy. You know, I want to put in my 100% and try my absolute fucking hardest. Oh, and it's awesome, dude. It's so fucking cool. I'm a goddamn nerd when it comes to this shit, and I love being invited without having to throw myself out there, constantly with as much passion and effort as I can. 'Cause I'm gonna do it no matter what, you know. But the fact that he was just like, oh yeah, just come on in. I'm like, you just held the door open for me and said, come on in. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I'm so about it, man. I'm so about it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go check it out on Friday, I think. So you'll see it at some point in the next week or so, and it'll be the heaviest week of Block 2. So I might get to show off a little bit, give it a, a little bit of showboating for the new homies. Because god damn it, if I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna show the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like lifting with people. Attention's good as long as you don't let it go to your ego. You want to be prideful and confident in the effort that you put forth, and uplift other people with that confidence, because there might be other people who are lacking that kind of shit. I mean, god damn, Even he opened up, he sent me a text. He was like, yeah, no, I've been getting a little bored, honestly, and I was kind of like losing my spunk with lifting. So all the energy you brought today, like regardless of what you do or whatever you're trying to get better with, it was really motivating. I'm like, God, you're so much stronger than me, and you're the same age, and you're getting motivated by me. I couldn't get enough. I cannot get enough. I'm fucking ecstatic, and I'm honestly just sad because my boys at Crunch are gonna be so sad when I stop showing up. I will say I'm probably going to keep going to Crunch for my bench days at the very least, because they don't really have that stuff at the gym where I'm going to go check it out, and they also don't lift every day. So any day that I go where if it's like what was it, like I think Saturday or Sunday or Thursday, those days, like they don't actually meet up because it's an everyday thing. He's got a life. So on those days I'll go to the Crunch and I'll fuck around, have fun. But either way, dude, like, God damn it, dude, this is what you have to put yourself in these positions, put yourself in this positive environment when the opportunity finally presents itself, I am ecstatic to continuously grow through other people and the perspectives and experiences that I've never seen before, if you go back on this channel 2 months ago, my knees fully fucked up. Like I'm at a low, I'm pissed, I don't have a job, I'm freaking out about money, I don't really know what I'm doing, I don't know enough people in the area to have a good support group. It's been 2 months, and I got the job, I got the people, I got my knee back, and now this motherfucker who lives with Olympians is like, just come to our garage. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Just come to your garage, just like that. And this is why you can't play the what if game. Because if I had not put in my best efforts up to this point and just done my absolute best, who knows? I could have just never met this guy ever, never even tried, or he might not have even looked at me and been like, oh, I don't want to meet that guy. He probably ain't gonna be like how we are at the garage. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just human psyche shit. It's normal to have those kind of thoughts. But man, he literally looked at me. I showed up. I just so happened to be on the platform right next to him. He said, "Lou Jiajun shoes? I fuck with that." And I'm like, ain't no way. Olympic lifter right when I get here, and I'm tired of shit. And that's how life is, man. It happens on the fucking spot. But it's only up to you if you're gonna put in that effort in that moment. Because no one's gonna wait for you. That if I just stopped talking to that guy right after he complimented my shoes, we would not be going to the garage on Friday. You know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself out there. You have to. Because nobody's going to sit around and wait for you. You've got to catch up. That's all it is. And even more than that, you got to run past them. You got to I love making people want to chase after me, because that makes it to where we can all just grow through each other. Same thing with the lifts. I cannot wait to get there, see people so much better than me, so that I am even more inspired and passionate to do better. Damn. Enough of that. Let me at least tell you guys how the lifts went, and then I'll head out. But I had to tell you guys what was going on. This is insane to me. I never thought I would meet a whole Olympic group, especially here in I was in Orlando. I didn't know anybody over there. I researched it, and they were very small groups, but nobody really showed up ever consistently at all. I'm like, I'll show up I've been showing up every day without competing on my own with no other Olympic lifters for 3 years. And you're telling me they've just been in the garage down the street? Bruh, we are in, This is what's going to get me to that next fucking spot where I need to be. Well, not even need, that I desire, that I yearn to be at, Purely passion. But anyway, physically, man, I am going to give it a solid 9.25. It felt really, really good. Power snatches were awesome. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with my hand. I've gotten good at working around that. Getting my hand strength up with the grip testers on the side has been good. All that kind of stuff. Just really committing to the form and learning through what this guy was shooting the shit with me about. And I'm telling you, just having another Olympic lifter in the gym, even if I'm not talking to him, makes me lift twice as hard. I want to impress people. I want to show them what I'm made of, because they actually get it. The people that do it and have gone through these things that I've gone through, they get it regardless of the weight. And I love that shit. Ooh. So it felt great. I did think a little too hard on the form for like a nanosecond, but most of the reps were really fucking solid, The one thing I just want to work on is getting my turnover as good as it was before my knee got injured, because I've realized that with the lack of core strength, I've been relying on my main muscle groups to whip the bar more, which inadvertently, even if it's super duper tiny, is going to make me bump the bar that little bit that makes it slightly off balance, which was happening on my snatches this past week. So we're going to start working on that and really trying to drive that home. But either way, pause back squats, I was confident as fuck. Felt good. You're going to watch those squats, and I do those 1-2 kind of pause squats. You know what I'm saying? Like actually sitting in that deepest depth without winking my butt and just, fully driving it home. And again, through those lifts, I did realize that the mistake I made on my front squats yesterday was that I let my feet go way too wide. That I used to starfish really hard when I first started Olympic lifting, and I think that translated over to the front squat. And that might also be why my knee got injured last time. I might have just gone too wide and the stress went to my knees. So we're going to work on it. We're going to get better. Next week, I'm going to fucking crush it, because that's what we do. I'm a little scared. It's normal, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to like 340 for sets of 4, which is a little insane. But we're going to feel it out. I'm at least going to give it my best effort. And again, I don't care if this program fails this one time right after my knee gets healed. If I fail it, I'm just going to restart that shit and regrow through it, get better and more confident every step of the fucking way. Because that's all you got to do, Accept your weakness, move on, and put your best step forward so that when the opportunity arises, you'll be as strong as you can when you get back to that point, Good, positive perspectives from the past, hopeful mindset for the future without expectation. Live in the moment, put in your best fucking individual effort right now, But mentally, with all this shit, dude, 9.8, man. Just the idea alone, even if I didn't lift today, the idea alone that my people are so close, But I truly never thought I'd be able to have a group like this, be able to be involved with people like this, unless I had done like some championship level of PRs. I truly never thought I'd get to that point. And bro, we're getting there, man. We're finally getting to that point where I make not that I have been waiting on something to happen, but it's so great to see different kinds of strides be made in my career with Olympic lifting that I never thought would be possible, Ooh. So let me know how y'all's lifting lives have been going. I know I yapped a fucking lot, but I'm excited. If you guys do Olympic lifting and understand, if you do this shit every day, especially if you're at a public gym, I'm sure you'll understand to the extent where there's just not a lot of us out there, especially near our actual personal lives, the people that we actually interact with. It is so actually rare to run into these kinds of people naturally. So I'm going to give it my best effort, keep running the program, loving this shit, doing my best, and I'll be back tomorrow. I got pause, clean and jerk, and bench press. Ooh, and I get to go heavier on bench tomorrow. That'll be fun. I get to start getting close to 300 again for some good reps, because I haven't done that kind of weight in a while since I pulled my chest. So that'll be really fun. Very excited. And you'll get to see it either way. I'm going to be here. So thanks for hearing me out. I'll be back. I love you guys. See ya.